Everybody, it's Gloria from G the Crochet Queen. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you, Dr. Green, for your continued membership, and for all my new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And for my returning subscribers, thank you for returning. So I have finished the back panel of my cardigan. So I'm going with blue for the front. Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm pulling it apart. We don't want that. Let me get this. Come on, yarn. Cooperate. Make sure I don't pull it out again. Okay. Let's see what we did here. So that is the back panel. So now I'm working on the front. I think that blue is mixing quite well. And hey, Shatika, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Let me see. New managing moderators can support your channel in even more ways. Introducing managing moderators. These users have the same capabilities. Okay. What's different? All right. Yeah. Additionally, and manage block words, change shit. Okay. So this is what's left of that one skein of yarn. So I'm going to work on this front panel, get to the back. I think I'm going to make some. I don't know if I want to do a balloon sleeve or a bell sleeve, because I'm thinking about wearing this to the Brandy and Monica concert. And I think bell sleeves will give it a little snazzy, because I think I'm going to make a halter top. Now, will I have enough time? I don't know. But I'm going to try. The concert is on the 13th. So that gives me 4 weeks. Yeah, I think about 4 weeks. But I got to get this finished first. But this is almost finished, because I think I'm going to do a hood. I keep every night as I'm working on this, I'm thinking of different things to do. But I think I think the bell sleeve will be, because I'm going to a concert. You want to this will be the first concert since my friends and I went to Essence. I think that was the last time I went to see it. At least that's all I can remember. Let me think. Yep, I think that was probably the last time. And this cardigan is going to be a lot faster now that I have the back panel finally finished. So this front panel is small. A smaller part to do. And then I just got to sew it up, put the sleeves on, do the hood. Maybe I can get all that done if I just work on it and not work on anything else. Oh, and I finished my doll, if you didn't see. I think she turned out gorgeous. My little pretty baby doll. And I put her in my Whatnot shop already. And she has little cute little panties with the ruffles. So she is finished. I didn't like the way I didn't like that gap there, but you can't go back, because once you start the bodice, you nothing you can do except for add some more rows to it. But I didn't want to do that. But she is finished. with her cute little shoes. And if you are someone interested in doll making, the it's this Seraphie Sapphire, something like that. She's Turkish, and her patterns are so detailed. But once you finish it, you're like, woo, done. I was so happy to get her finished. Now I want to work on some other ones, but I need to get this cardigan done and start working on. And I watched Marion. She's one of the crocheters. I'm not sure. She was doing because she's up to 14,000 subscribers. So she was doing dance, and she was playing like Spanish music, maybe Brazilian. I'm not sure, but she had on a cute yellow halter top with fringe. I don't really like to do fringe, but I was thinking about using this sparkle yarn here to do me a halter top to go with this, and either black pants or blue pants. I don't know yet. Tell me what you think I should do. Because I was on a whole nother outfit a few weeks ago. And then last night when I was doing this cardigan, I was like, because it might be a little chilly in the where is it? At the arena. Is it at the Casillas Arena? Anyway, it might be a little chilly. I have decent seats. I paid a pretty penny for them too. I got caught up not looking at because when I'm on my phone doing stuff, I don't really catch all of the small print, and I kept looking, and so when I bought the ticket, I was like, "Ooh, that was pretty expensive." But I'm on the first level, but I was like, that was still for two people. Then I heard that what's her name, Kelly Rowland, and the guy that won American Idol are supposed to be there too. But still, I was like, that's pretty expensive. And then it turns out I actually bought a VIP package, so I'm supposed to get some little trinkets from I think Monica. I hope it's Monica and Brandy, but I don't know. So in the next couple of weeks, I should be getting another email. So now I have to pay attention to my 10,000 plus emails to see what is my little gift that they're going to send me. I said it's probably something that I won't have any need for, but I paid for it, so give it to me. So if I go to any more concerts, I'm going to do my tickets on my laptop so I can see everything. So I really didn't want to pay extra money for this. But I love Brandy. Love, love, love Brandy. I love her voice. I like Monica, but I love Brandy. Back in their day, they were the it girls. And I've been seeing all the little snippets on Facebook. Maybe I follow. I'm trying to remember. Have I seen anything of Monica? I see a lot of Brandy. Brandy likes to dance. I don't know if Monica likes to dance, but Brandy likes to dance. So I see a lot of her stuff. People recorded. So I am very, very excited about that. So I know I have to get this done because I think And this matured woman is going to have a good time. And I'm not wearing no high heel shoes. I think I'm going to go and find me some snazzy sneakers. That's what I should do. Yeah, go find me some snazzy sneakers. Something I can be comfortable in. I am not wearing high heel shoes. I haven't worn, the best I can do is a wedge. And unless, let me see, I don't have a black wedge. I have a small heel booty, but I want a wider heel. Maybe I'll look for some cute booties. Maybe that's what I'll look for. But I don't want to be uncomfortable because it's a lot of walking and I don't want to be miserable. But I'm excited, 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 excited. And yesterday I watched Eddie Murphy's new movie, Pickup, on, was it on Prime or Netflix? I think it was on Netflix. I can't remember now. It was interesting. I was really surprised he gave if you know Andrew Dice Clay, he's a comedian from way back like when Eddie was um, becoming Eddie. Um, he was one of the big comedians. He had a saying I can't remember for the life of me, and he didn't even say which I was surprised he didn't even say. I don't think he said it in the movie, but it was. I thought it was so nice of Eddie Murphy because it's Eddie Murphy's production, so a lot of his stuff now is through his own production. But I thought that was nice that he gave someone of that era some airtime. And Pete Davidson, it was really cute. Kiki Palmer, it was it was a, and oh, what's her name? Eva Longoria. I think that's how you say her name. I know her from when she first her. Where I know her from is from Young and the Restless. Played a crazy lady on Young and the Restless, but she has come far since then. But I enjoyed the movie. I'm sitting here while chatting is on knitting the sweater in the middle of second sleeve, then 2 times cuff ribbing and done. Oh, you finished? Cool. I don't knit. I love knitting. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful art, but just not something I ever wanted to do. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the bell sleeve. I think the bell sleeve would be cool. We'll see. We shall see. Now that you finished your sweater, are you gonna be cooking for Thanksgiving? My niece should be over there cooking right now, getting everything ready. I'm just gonna go and partake of the food in the football tomorrow. Next project I'm crocheting. Oh, yeah, I did that one. I have it in my a whatnot shop. My I sold one when I was on Etsy. I sold one, and I'd made some. Oh, I never remember that Star Trek character with the big ears. I made a hat for a child, and I sold that on Etsy. I think that was my first sell on Etsy. I can't remember. I just remember the first sell on Etsy was on Veterans Day, and I thought that was so appropriate for this veteran. My first sale was on Veterans Day like 3 years ago. I don't know. It's been a minute, long, long time ago. I'm trying to list my patterns on Ravelry, but that is not an easy. It is not user friendly, at least not right now, because I like all these platforms. You have to get in there and learn them. And I think I've changed my password several times because I saw, as I was going through my emails, I saw like a few months ago I had changed the password on Ravelry. I was like, okay, I guess it's not meant to be. Hey, Diane, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the thumbs up. What are you working on? What's your weather like? And what's your weather like, Shatika, as well? We're in the 80s. I went out and did my 30-minute walk this morning. I found me I was thinking, I was like, I need to get up and start walking. But what I don't like walking in the neighborhood is we have so many iguanas. And sure enough, I came home this morning. There's an iguana right there on the street. Big one too. Creepy. I don't know how we're going to get rid of these things. I've been in this house 31 years. We never ever had iguanas until I think they started showing up in the neighborhood this year or either last year. I can't remember. And now they're just everywhere. So I don't want to even walk in it. I don't even want to come across one of them. So I was thinking where we have our little strip mall, I said that should be like a 30-minute walk. If I walk from one end to the other and back, that should be about 30 minutes. And it is just under 30 minutes. So I made sure I walked and made sure I got my 30 minutes in. It's like 27 minutes. So I made sure I got those other 3 minutes in. So I said, even if it's raining or anything, I can still do it. And it's hot outside. I'm under the canopies as I go from store to store. So I said, well, that's going to be my morning walks. Yeah, that hopefully it'll help me get rid of all my middle age spread. Get me in some kind of shape. And I know I need to lift some weights because I'm weak as I want to be. Because I don't lift anything, unlike when I was in the hospital, turning people and lifting them up and all that stuff. I don't do any of that anymore. And the Department of Education has decided all these female-oriented positions are no longer, what's the word? Professional. So as a registered nurse, after all those years of education, I'm not considered a professional. Crazy. Straight crazy. Got a bunch of people running this country with no professional degrees, but telling me who went to school that my degree, my education is not professional. I don't know. I don't know. We are in some ugly times, is all I gotta say. So now I'm watching, what is it? Sex, crime, something. Some documentaries about all these. It's mostly related to women that work in the gentlemen's clubs. It's crazy. I watched Cecil Hotel. I think that was on Netflix. about this crazy hotel with all, it's right there on Skid Row. It was one of the hotels that was built like in the early 1900s. It's 700 rooms, or either 750 rooms. And it was like, the biggest, the greatest. And when you walk into it, the entryway is just beautiful. When you get on that elevator and get off, it's a different story. And it's on Skid Row. If you know anything about LA, they have the Skid Row where a lot of their homeless and mentally ill and people released from prison or jail or whatever, they end up there because they have no place to go. And this huge hotel is there. And as I was watching it, it actually had Skid Row written on one of the buildings. I was like, that is pretty scary. And the one of the girls, that she was from Canada, and she came 21 years old, just wanted to do something. She came, visited, ended up gone. And when they found her, she had been in the water, um, the, what do you call it? The water tower on the top of the building. It was crazy. The last thing they see of her is her in the elevator pushing all the buttons. And apparently, she pushed a button that says hold the elevator. And if you push that button, the door stays open for 2 minutes. And she finally walked out, and then the door closes. And that's the last time anybody sees her. It was so sad. 21 years old. And I was like, but I'm a crime buff. I know everybody's not, but I love me some crime shows. I'm just curious about stuff like that. But it was, and of course, the sleuths, the YouTube sleuths and all the curiosity people. Everybody's like, that doesn't sound right. This doesn't sound right. And the police, of course, felt bad because they never went up there. Because I mean, who would think to go to the top, to the water towers to look for somebody? But I guess if you're doing a thorough investigation and she never left the building, then I guess you should be checking everything, even the vents and stuff. I don't know what they checked, but they felt really bad because actually the maintenance man is the one that found her, and only because they were having problem with the water. The water was not clean, and they had a British couple that had gone to that hotel. They talked to the lady that was the manager of the hotel, but it was very interesting. They decided that they were going to split the hotel up. So one side was, I forgot what they call the one side that's supposed to be just a side for visitors. And then the other part of it was for um, long term renters. I mean, long term stays, like extended stay. And then the upper floors were for, I, I think people lived there. I can't remember now, but it was, and then but the thing is, you have this separate part, but they all still use the same elevators. And so what they tried to do is keep people from that were just coming for a short stay from, interacting with the people that were on the higher floors, which were the scarier people. But it didn't matter, because if you got in the elevator and one of them got into the elevator with you, it was crazy. I understood she tried to do good by her hotel, but it was just, I don't know. And there's no, I don't think I would want to go to a hotel that has no information about it online. That would be my first clue. Something isn't right. Why isn't there any information about this place? And of course, it had great prices, cheap prices, which was the draw for a lot of people. But as I always say, and others have said, and I don't know who coined it, you pay for what you get. You get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. But it was an interesting story. It's sad. Her family sued the hotel, and they just dismissed it because, like the lady said, back in those days, nobody locked the water tanks. She says, I bet you they're locking them now. But I would think that that lid would be, for a 21-year-old, I would think that lid would be so heavy for her to take off, because if it's a water tank, it's got to be heavy enough to keep that lid from like flying off or anything. I don't know. That's my thought. But she had mental issues, and she had not been taking her medication. So, sometimes when you stop those meds and whatever rolls through your mind, you can't stop it because there's nothing to alter it. But it was a very sad story. But so is life. You just never know what you're going to get from day to day. Yeah. Let's see. I got to make sure I don't go too far because I have to make that ribbing at the bottom. Oh, I'm close to it too. How many rows do I have? 2, 4, 10 more rows before I have to start the ribbing. So this will be finished. Then I can start on the other side. So excited. I was so tempted to put this down and then start on the halter top. Then I said, nope, 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 nope. I have to get at least one thing finished just in case I need to change my outfit. At least this will be done. But I want to put a hood on it. I won't need all of this, but we're going to see how it works out. I'm so excited about this concert. You're not working on anything? I haven't heard from Diane. And I have my nails. I have 2 still on this one, and then 3 here. Not the middle finger, the 3. Tomorrow will be a full 2 weeks. So 5 of the 10 survived. And I was on Whatnot last night. I shouldn't have been on Whatnot last night, but I wanted to see what the other nails. This She had so many different kinds of nails. I was like, well, I'm gonna bite the bullet and see what happens. And I went ahead and paid. I got 4 different ones. I hope they work out. And I kept asking, because she kept saying, "Oh, if you want to know how I do it, just let me know." And I kept asking, and she never answered. And I was almost not even going to buy anything, but I was like, what the hey, I'll try it. They were $3 each, and everything was auction. So I wait to the last second and to see, because if someone else bid, I was like, nope, I'm not paying the $4. I'm going to pay the $3. Then I ended up with free shipping, so it all worked out. Got a plate. She sold a lot. She sold a lot. Good for her business. But she makes those, so good for her. I gotta make sure that's done. Hey, Patty, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Your doll was beautiful. Thank you so much. She's right there. Oh, you working on a blanket, Diane? What stitch are you using? Ooh, sleeting at 50-mile-per-hour winds today in Ohio. Wow, that's windy. Do you all get windy like Chicago windy? Wow, that is easy. Only time we have winds like that, we know a hurricane coming. Winds. Yeah, there's got to be some crazy bad weather happening for winds like that down here in the wintertime, especially. What's today? The 26th? 4 days, and hurricane season will be over. Yay. Now I want to go and get me some new glasses because this purple does not go with all this. Well, that's nope, no black in here. Let's see if it has some black in it. Nope, it's just got a whole lot of purple. Oh well, not worry about that later. I wanted some black frame glasses. Maybe I'll go check. See if I can find some inexpensive ones. I don't want to spend a whole lot of money. My last two pair of glasses, I got one from what's it called? Zenny Optical, and they weren't right. And then the ones that I got from Zoglam, they were so heavy. Oh my goodness, they were so heavy. I sent both of those back. Glow Glam? I can't remember what it's called. You see it on Facebook all the time. They always advertising. But those glasses were way too heavy for me. They were cute, but way too heavy. I think I'm gonna look for some. Let me see. Do I have time? They should. Yeah, I have time. Oh, half double crochet. Oh, that'll be a quick workup. It was a short walk with the grand dog today. She was too cold. She's a boxer. Oh, I bet. Mm-mm-mm. Did you all see the fire in Hong Kong? I was shocked. That building, oh my goodness. And they know of 9 that didn't make it, but looking at that building, I'm like, that's going to be a lot of loss. That thing was huge. And it's at night when it happens, so people are home, sleeping, whatever. Such a sad sight. It'll be interesting to find out what caused that because the entire thing was on fire. That's very scary. I know you just take your chances. Never know what someone else is doing next door to you or below you or whatever. I remember one of the American Greed shows that I watched. This nurse, oh, I don't know what she was thinking, got with this criminal, and he decided they could make money by blowing up her house, like leaving the gas line open or something, and then they could get the insurance money. Well, not only did he destroy her house, he destroyed the house next to her, and the people that were in the house perished in that. Young couple, newly married. I was like, I said, people do some of the craziest things for money. Just get a job. Manage your money right. Why do you have to take someone else's livelihood because you're a crook? Take someone's life on top of that. That was the craziest one. She was like, I didn't know I was. I was like, lady, you're crying now because you got caught. But if it had worked out the way he thought it would have worked out, you wouldn't have had a peeping word about it. Her and the guy left and went to a hotel while the house was going to go poof. Crazy. Just crazy. And it was like, if you have a gas line, all of that stuff is connected from one house to the other. They just don't give you a gas line. All this piping is done underground and it's all connected to each other some way, somehow. I don't know. I'm not an architect, but I would think so. I just don't like when people do crazy stuff like that. It's so sad. I don't know. The root of all evil. The root of all evil. All right, I'm going to get off of here and go work on this. And hopefully by the weekend, I will have a finished cardigan. Fingers crossed. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. I hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner with your family and friends. Be thankful for another day that we are blessed to be on earth and able to do and take care of ourselves and our family. And don't forget to let them know that you love them and you really, really appreciate whatever they do for you, because life is short. You never know when it's our time. So that is my prayer. That is my thought. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Everybody stay safe. Keep crocheting. Bye bye.